Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chika and this is Mom's Niche Diary. On my channel, I create content based on motherhood, food, DIY and homemaking. If these are the kind of content you like, then please go ahead and click on the subscribe button and join my family. I'd love to have you here. In today's video, we are going to be talking about ways you can improve your child's learning skills and abilities at home. There are so many ways you can do this, but first of all, I want to state this that I am not an expert on this. This is based on my own personal experience because the truth is, parenting and motherhood is a constant exercise. Yes, we are constantly learning every day. Helping your child learn is a conscious and intentional effort. Like I always say, there is no deadline for a milestone. The child is going to hit that milestone. All we need to do is to be patient. It's very important for us to understand that the teachers cannot do this alone. They cannot do all the work alone. We have to meet them halfway. We have to meet them and help them to help us, like help them to help our child. They have a lot of students they are attending to. It will be so much easier if we can help them as parents and not just leave the whole work for the teachers, leave the whole work for the school. Yes, we have paid them some money, but we still have a job to do as a parent, which is to be intentional about our kids' academics. And of course, you don't have to do this by yourself. If, as a parent, you cannot do the homeschooling, the home lesson yourself, you can always get a tutor. You can always look for ways to help your child. To help your child improve their learning skill, one of the first things for me is know your child. Like this is very important. You need to know your child, understand your child, know their personal traits. Every child is different, every child is unique. They have their own unique abilities, they have their own different personalities, and it is our duty as a parent to understand them, to look for ways to help them to be their better self. So, as a parent, I would say knowing your child is the first step to help them to learn. Because if you don't know how to help them, if you don't really understand their learning pattern, if you don't know the way they learn, if you don't understand their personalities, it's going to be quite difficult for you to help them to learn. Now, I'm going to give an example. Okay, so one of my son favors his left hand very well. I noticed this when he was 4 months old. From then, when I give him anything, he will always move it to his left hand. So I kept on observing him, and I was really convinced that he was left-handed, as he favors his left hand. So when he started school, I mean preschool, when he started school at a very tender age, I did not tell the teacher that he was favoring his left hand because I wanted to watch and see if they consciously watch and observe these kids. So after a few days of him starting school, I went to meet the teacher and I was talking to her like to know his progress report and all of that. Then I asked her that what hand does he use? And she was like, "Oh, he uses his left, or he uses his left." And I just smiled and I was like, "Okay, that's really good." She was observant. He uses his left. Until date, he uses his left hand. So when I had my other babies, I always do this to make sure I check which hand they favor more to know if they are left-handed or right-handed. Now, if I had not discovered this early on in my child and maybe I had taken him to school and I wasn't aware of it, they might just force him to start using his right hand and that would be it. So when the teacher told me that yes, he favors his left hand, I said that's really correct. He favors his left hand. And please do not try to change him. And she said, no, no, they don't do that in the school. And I was like, okay, that's good. Until date, he does well with it. He writes beautifully, has a beautiful handwriting. He's doing very well with it. So now this is one of the reasons why we need to understand our child. Another important point that can help you in your child's learning skill and abilities is to make out time to get resources for them. There are some free ones, there are some paid ones. You can use Script. They have a lot of free documents. You can also use Pinterest. Pinterest have a lot. And of course, YouTube. YouTube has a whole lot of information that can help your child from preschool till even me, I still use YouTube to learn. So to tell you how versatile that YouTube is, you can download videos on YouTube and put them in a flash and put them in your TV. That's one of the things I do. For example, when they were doing French in school, like body parts in French, I'll download videos on body parts in French, the one for kids. Then I'll put it in a flash and put it in the TV for them to watch. I believe so much that visuals have a lot of role to play in our learning abilities. When you see something so many times, somehow it sticks in your mind. Another important way you can improve your child learning skills and ability is to talk to them. Simple, right? Yes. Talk to your child. Talk with your child. They are two different things, okay? Talking to and talking with, two different things. Now we need to talk with them, listening to them. Like, listening is very important. You need to put down your phone when they're talking to you and hear them. Let them know that you're listening to them. When you talk with them, sometimes you pick up on things they say about school, things they say about their academics, and in that way you can know how to help them better. Also, I would say that I have a video where I talked about how listening to my son saved me from losing our tab. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave it in the description box for you. Now, another thing I'm going to say is to make learning fun. Like I said, especially for our kids who are in preschool and are just starting school for the first time, you need to make it as fun as possible for them. So make learning fun. Sometimes while playing with my little one, while playing toys with him, like his bricks and all of that, Legos, and I will say, what color is this? What color is this? Can you give me color red? Can you give me color blue? Or we're driving a truck together and it's doing boom, boom, boom. I say, what color is your truck? Like, make learning fun. And before you know it, they are picking up on these things. Kids are smarter than we think. They are smarter than we know. So just make it fun for them and watch them blossom and watch them grow and watch them do better in their academics. Let your child know that you are interested in what they have to say. Yes, I know as a parent, kids say a lot of stuff, like they could ask you like 50 questions in 10 minutes and you're like, whoo, chill. But the truth is, let them know that you are interested in what they have to say. Listen to them. Answer their questions to the best of your ability. Answer their questions. When you answer their questions, when you speak to them, when you talk to them, when you listen to them, you indirectly build their confidence without knowing it. That's why it's really important for you to talk and listen to your child. Very important. Now, finally, I'm going to say, to improve your child's learning skill as a parent, you need to pray. You need to pray. Prayer changes everything. Sometimes all you need to do is just say, God, please help me. So you need to commit your child's learning abilities and skills into God's hands every term, every day, every morning, every night. Yes, pray without ceasing. Don't stop praying. So I'm going to say on this note that if you have enjoyed watching this video so far, please let me know in the comment section, how do you help your child learn better? What are the tips? What are the tricks you use in helping your child improve their learning abilities from home? Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you again in my next one. Until then, stay fabulous and stay blessed. Love you and God bless you.